How can you become more charismatic? Hey, what's up? I'm Coach Carroll. Welcome to another video right here on the channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Today we're going to be teaching you 3 ways to become more charismatic. And have you ever met these people that like when they walk into a room, they just like, it lights up. Everybody's got their attention. They're a mover and a shaker. And maybe you thought to yourself, man, I wish I could be like that. Well, the good news is you can. That's not something that people are naturally born with. While personality distinctions are true, William Marston taught us that we can, in fact, work on our deficiencies. And so if you seek to be more charismatic, I'm going to teach you that in this video today. So one of the biggest things that you have to realize is that it's something that can be taught. It's something that can be worked on. It's something that you can do and practice, and will also build tons of confidence. You'll never meet a charismatic person that's not confident, okay? And so if you're struggling with confidence, hopefully today's video will help you. So let's hop right into this. The first one is you got to be present. You've got to be present. You've got to be in the moment. The best thing to do is to put your cell phone on silence. Anytime I'm meeting with one of my team members, I limit all disruptions and I'm 100% locked in. I want to be present. Another great way to be present is to work on something that a lot of people have a hard time with, eye contact. Being present and looking someone in their eye. It makes you have this connection. It makes you have this special bond with someone when you can make true eye contact. And it's something that honestly a lot of people have to work on, and even I had to work on. It was one of my big goals in 2018. Actually, I wrote it down on my goal list. I read it every morning, and it was, work on something you're afraid of, which is eye contact, and do better at that. And I can truly tell you that over the past 2 years, I've become way more, this may come off sounding bad, but I've become like way more powerful with my eye contact. Like I have no problem staring at someone until they look away and they look back and I'm still there, and then they look away and then they're there, and then I might break for a second and then I'm right back. That eye contact is a form of charisma that you can have with someone because they have this sense, they're like, wow, this guy has powerful eye contact. Eye contact is, in my opinion, one of the highest forms of being present. Because if we're locked in making great eye contact, what else can I be doing? I have to be present in the moment, right? And so being present in the moment, you can do that by having great eye contact. The other thing that you can do is smile. You gotta smile, man. If you can have great eye contact and then you can smile at somebody while you're doing it, it creates a sense of joy. It's happiness. I heard someone say one time that laughter is something that is understood through all languages, right? Like anybody that laughs, it doesn't matter if you speak English or Chinese or Japanese or Afghani or anything like that. It's if you're smiling and laughing, it puts off a vibration that people love. You can't be mad and laugh at the same time, right? And so in an effort to be more charismatic, be more present through eye contact and through smiling. The second one, questions. Ask questions and be generally interested. I once read in a book that it said the best way to create amazing human connections is to not only be interested, but also be interesting. So you yourself have to be interesting. You have to do that. That's something that it gets into a deeper philosophy of just living a fulfilled life, is doing things that are adventurous and make you really feel alive. Tori, my girlfriend, and I, we just watched a movie the other day. I think it was on Amazon, and it was like The Lost City of Z or something like that. Had Charlie Hunnam in it. And I looked at her and I was like, how adventurous is a guy that goes to the Amazon rainforest, not once, not twice, but 3 times? Like that's an adventurous life, right? And that's interesting. And so you can be more interesting, but you can also be more interested. Ask questions, get to know people, create those deeper connections that will help people see a sense of more charisma coming out of you and make you a more charismatic character. So you've got to be present in the moment with eye contact and smile. We've got to ask questions and truly care, right? Like not this like fake level like what's the words I'm looking for here? Like this level of like, being fake, like, oh, hey, what'd you do last Saturday? And not really giving a shit what they did last Saturday, right? Here's some things that I like to do with questions is I like to say, hey, what's your biggest goal for this year? And now listen, because I'm truly interested in what people's goals are, but I'll say, what's your biggest goal for this year? And they'll tell me, that's awesome, man. Thank you for sharing that with me. What was the biggest lesson last year taught you? Whoa. See, now I'm asking them to get a little vulnerable with me, because if you learned a lesson, sometimes we learn the best lessons from screw-ups and mistakes, not necessarily, oh man, I did this perfectly and this is what it taught me. No. So I like that you can ask that question. It helps people get a little more vulnerable. What's the lesson you learned last year? What's your biggest lesson from last year? And so that's those questions that you can do to create better relationships. In the book, what is it? How to Win Friends, How to Win Friends and Influence People, by Dale Carnegie, I believe. He said in there that people are more interested in talking about themselves than they are hearing about you. And so questions is a great way to get people talking about themselves so that you can be more charismatic and truly build more authentic relationships, because that's never a bad thing to have better relationships with your friends, your families, and the people that you know. Lastly, have confidence that's magnetic. Here's why I say magnetic confidence. You ever met the guy that has confidence or the lady that has confidence, but they're just a complete asshole? I mean, really, I've met a lot of people like that. But there's also this certain level of confidence that people have when they just walk into a room that it's magnetizing. It goes, man, I want to go be around that person, right? Celebrities have this, right? Like they have this magnet. I think of Will Smith and his ginormous smile that he's got, right? Or even, bless his heart, Kobe Bryant, who's just passed away recently. Thoughts and prayers out to his family. But, big, huge, magnetic smile. Just these people that you want to be around. That's a way of being more charismatic. So there you have it. Be present in the moment. Ask questions that you truly care about. And then have more magnetic confidence. Know that you are somebody that's special because there's no one else like you. I think a lot of times people struggle with this, is they have issues and challenges of how to be more confident. But if they would just take a moment and take inventory of how special they truly are because of the things that they've been through and the things that they've experienced, both good and bad, it's truly what makes them unique. And every single person has their own special thing that they can bring to the world. I think Reagan said that we can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone. And that should help you have more confidence, knowing that there's something special about you that you can give back to the world. And I think that's honestly one of the greatest journeys about life, is continuing to pursue that purpose and that special sauce that we can bring to the world to make it a better place. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And if you have other video ideas, I'd love to hear them. Also hit the like button and subscribe. And I also want to invite you. I'm having a conference in February 18th, right here in Louisville, Kentucky, called Ignite. And it is a business leadership development conference where we'll talk about sales and marketing, business leadership things and management tactics that you can use to become a better leader, to be more charismatic in your work and in your life, and a little bit about time management. It's a full day learning experience, breakfast and lunch. It's going to be amazing. So I hope you'll be there. It's an annual event, so if you're watching this video maybe a little later down the road, still check it out, LouisvilleIgnite.com. LouisvilleIgnite.com is where you can get more information on your ticket. Thanks so much for spending a little bit of time today with me today, and go out there, be more charismatic. I'm Coach. Hustle, it's worth it.